Hello. Say hello, Mario.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Hi there. Think we're live? Are we live?
We are.
We are.
Definitely are live.
We are super live. We are so live right now.
Yep.
Welcome to our short, fun Q&A Godhood information stream. I'm Adriaan.
I'm Manuel.
And we're gonna play a game of Godhood, or at least we're not gonna play a full game. It's way too long for that. But we're gonna play a good portion of it. So I already have my religion figured out.
Okay, it's
So-
good that you came prepared.
Yeah, I'm super prepared. I was very inspired by what happened the last few days. So I am Needle. No, I am Needle.
Yeah,
God of
I'll be following the game, but I'll be following the chat as well. Quite soon we'll be streaming to Twitch and YouTube and the Steam page. So you can ask questions wherever and I'll pay attention. If I'm not too distracted by the game.
That's right. So I am gonna be Lord Needle.
Lord Needle.
Yeah. And we're gonna spread vaccination. Or worshippers or vaxxers. So first we need to customize a cool god for this. It's very important. Lord Needle obviously has wings. Like this. He has a very tiny body. That's the tiniest body that I can find. I like his arms. I don't think we have to change his arms. That's exactly what I think Lord Needle would look like. And Lord Needle is sort of... I always find this part the hardest. I can spend like 10 minutes already just doing this. I think Lord Needle looks
It's a big
like
part of the game as well.
That's true. You'll see quite often.
I mean, you'll be spreading the word of Lord Needle for the rest of the game.
We'll be
so-
spreading vaccination. That's the most important
Ah,
part.
that's really good.
We're gonna spread the vaccination. So this is Lord Needle. He is a neutral god. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna skip the intro. Like, else we would have a tutorial and all that kind of stuff, but we're not gonna do that right now. And of course, Lord Needle's religion is based on chastity, because that's the purest religion of them all. The new one is generosity, but I already did a stream about that 2 weeks ago. So this time we're gonna go with chastity.
Ah, nice.
Lord Needle chaste.
I
Keep people
think
clean.
chastity, as it's focused around healing, it will be interesting to see what it does
Defensive, healing, cleaning.
with the new broken mechanic.
So-
Or not the broken mechanic, but you know.
Oh, I got all my debug stuff going on. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that's so good.
Oh no, you're cheating.
Yeah, now I'm not cheating
Everybody can
anymore.
see it.
Everybody saw me cheating. Oh no, I was caught on camera. So, in Godhood, just as a small introduction, we just have created the religion of vaccination by our dear god Lord Needle. And we have to spread vaccination to the ends of the world. To do that, we have our loyal disciples, or scientists, that are gonna help us go out in the world and spread vaccination. But we have to be very convincing. So, yeah, we have to make sure that they are either charismatic or very strong. I mean, I think it would be fair to spread vaccination by violence. I mean, we're not gonna kill people. We're gonna try to save them by punching them.
Yeah,
Maybe
it makes
that's a good-
sense to be a morale.
No, we're not gonna. We're gonna go physical.
Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna
then
do
you
that.
should unlock the Beast Walker if you don't have him yet, because he has the
yeah,
needles.
that's true. He's the stabby one.
I mean, it's not entirely on character for,
I don't know.
chastity, but maybe
It can be. You can spread chastity in any way. So you start out with this island. We already have in another version. There's already nice, pretty clouds.
Yeah,
Spread around it.
I'll probably push that version after this.
Make it a little bit more fancy. And we have to say where we are going to go. Well, when you start out, when there's a little story, you come from this city and you're expelled because that disciple has a new heretic religion, and that can be happening. And we are the new heretic religion, so we first have to, fight the power. And we're going to start out small in this southern jungle.
Fight the status quo.
Yeah, exactly. And once you selected where you are going, you will have this amount of actions to prepare yourself for the mission that is to come. And you can prepare your disciples because you're a god, like in a very, I would say, realistic way. You're not hurling thunderbolts around and that kind of stuff. No, you are the will of your people. So you inspire the most important people of your religion, the disciples, and they will do your bidding. So I have two options. I can do a ritual to permanently increase my disciple, or I can do a dream to temporarily boost him. I will have more options later, but to start out the game, you only have these two options. So I'm pretty sure of my chances, so I'm gonna boost my
For the long
stats.
term.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe one of my characters is actually pretty good. Oh, they're both sticks. That's cool. They're both pretty physical. That's exactly what we wanted.
I don't think you can build your prophet as a physical character, can you?
Well, you can go on the health side. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can. You can purge everybody who does not.
Oh, they have physical damage.
Yeah, who does not feels vaccination is good for them. We'll just purge the people who do not believe in that. Okay, time for us to go. So there's this thing called the sacrament. That's where you convert people, and it's a free versus free. Your free disciples versus the free disciples of the false god. In this case, it's pagans. They don't really have a strong deity at the moment, but that's okay. It's a startup for us. And you slot them in, and they will start duking it out with each other. So it starts out really easy. Every disciple has a few moves that he can do, he or she, and yes. So Ollie already decided that it's a good moment to shame the guys who don't want to get vaccinated. I think that's a good solution.
They feel a little bit embarrassed.
Now they are embarrassed. So this is the mind of the disciple, and there are abilities or thoughts that are on there. So for example, these new disciples, they're a bit nervous, so they're inexperienced. Sometimes they're too nervous to act and they won't do anything. But my Ollie, my main disciple, he's a cool guy, and he already has a lot of great abilities. He just shamed somebody, which means that the mind of the person he shamed is a little bit altered. As in, normally there will be like 2 attacks here, I think. To condemn actions, but now he's too ashamed to do that. So that's good. What we're doing is there's 2 ways of winning. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but I'm gonna explain everything. There's 2 ways of winning. You can win either by knocking all your opponents out. That's what we're gonna do in the end. Or you can convert more than half of the people that are watching you to your side. If you convert more than half, then you're just basically won, and you get all those followers to go to your holy site and join your religion.
And about explanation, one of the new things in this early access version is that there is a better tutorial in the game. So now you don't actually need Adrian to explain everything to you. You can just play the game, and some help messages will pop up. You have the little question mark in the top right that you see here as well. You can always click that to get some more info.
We won! These people are now convinced of the power of vaccination. Morali was the last one to give a hit on it. So every time you get a new disciple, he doesn't have a class yet, but as he or she gains experience, you unlock a class for this person. We have someone who has a talent for might. And that might mean that he would be a good smite sword, or he could even actually be a pretty decent harbinger. But I like the idea of smiting people who do not. I actually think I will go a smite sword and harbinger, like one dark class, because they all have their own elements. One dark class that tells us about the dangers of not vaccinating yourself.
Yeah.
And smite sword
vaccination aura.
Yeah, exactly. So he will make them fear the death impending from not vaccinating.
Sort of an inquisitor.
Yeah, exactly. And he will bring the death of not vaccinating.
He will. This is a big needle.
Oh, this is a very big needle as well. Can you customize her? We're gonna call her the needle.
The vaccinator.
The vaccinator. Door.
Yeah. So we get one question.
Yeah.
But it's for the world map. So
Yeah.
we're back at the world map.
Oh, okay. So first, let's. I love how she herself looks like she could use a vaccination. That's okay. That's just so tired from doing all the vaccinating. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Pinstar was asking, what are the crystal skills?
Yes. So I'll go through this first. I can choose a reward. That's something new. Previously, you couldn't choose any reward after you completed a mission, but now you can. And this one is really easy. Like there's a minor choice that you never want to pick, and then there's two major choices. I will come to that later, but we're gonna pick the most materials. Materials are the things needed to improve your religion. So you have these crystal skulls over here, and that's basically every time you go on a mission, you have to sacrifice a crystal skull. When you run out of crystal skulls and you lose a mission, you fail a mission, it's game over. So in a sense, you have to keep your crystal skulls up high enough. If you do things very efficiently, if you're very good at the game and you make the right choices, then you will be in this gold area. So I now have 4 plus 5 crystal skulls. I have 9 crystal skulls. And as long as I have 5 or more crystal skulls, I will be in the gold area. The gold area will unlock more choices, like you just saw. So you start out with a lot of choices to pick, but if you keep on losing, your crystal skulls will go away and you will enter the silver area. You will have less choices to pick, and you go into the bronze area and you have even less choice to pick from until you might lose. So it's actually sort of to pass the game. It's fine if you win in bronze. Like if you want to win the game, you can do that by going in bronze. I did that plenty. But if you have a really good run, you can get most. I didn't figure out to do all of them yet. Most challenges in gold, most missions in gold. So that's what it is. It's sort of an upkeep thing.
Okay, so let's continue the game and just try and reach a little bit deeper into the game.
Yes. So we pick a new destined mission.
I don't think we need to explain everything, but if we...
There's too much to explain.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in this update. But just make sure that if you're watching this and you're curious about something, just ask. And we can explain. This is live wherever you're watching it. At least if you're watching it
live.
Yeah.
This is live if you're watching it live. Okay. I can get a new acolyte.
So for example, we're also broadcasting this on Steam, so if you're looking at this game now for the first time, or maybe it just popped up back from your wish list or something, and you're still wondering about something, just ask. I'm in the Steam chat as well, so I always see your question. And then Adam can just focus on playing this game to the best of his ability.
So the vaccinator is gonna get a farm miracle. A miracle is a way to upgrade your character. Level him up. And now I have one more action.
Just a little notification.
Yes. I think I would like to unlock a chieftain at some point. I'm definitely not gonna unlock a druid. I think from all classes, the druid is the one that will be an anti-vaxxer.
Oh.
So we're not gonna pick him.
Nope.
But chieftain might be fun.
Yeah, and the Beast Walker.
Beast Walker's so expensive. But look at his vaccination needle. Okay, maybe we'll get there. But for now we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. And we're gonna increase the strength of Zoe. We need a new good name for our main prophet, by the way. That's very important. Why do all our characters are so tired?
I mean, it's a tough battle.
It's Manuel. Let's make it look like Manuel a little bit. I think this is fine. This is also fine. Yeah. Hairstyle. Yeah. Okay, this is Manuel, our prophet. Okay, let's go. Let's get these guys. So the first few ones are pretty easy. It's just for you to get a touch of the game. Later on they can get a little bit difficult. We're not done with balance anyway, or with all the content. You can definitely finish the game. Nice. But we're also looking for feedback. We updated so much in this update that it's like we'll have to take a look at all the new feedback that comes in. So sometimes a character does like a free action. So for example, Manuel will always heal all of the disciples in the second turn. It's pretty great. It's a good upkeep, a good way of so we're almost got them. Manuel's fastest. Perfect. We got this. Another victory for Lord Needle and the Baxers. So this one I wanted to make. Too bad it's such a low charisma, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll get through it. We want more materials per mission. This is the last time that I can choose to which segment I go. The Vaccinator. Blast the lands of Lord Needle's name. When the harvest came, the yields were ripe and delicious. A true godsend. We got a miracle performed by the Vaccinator. Because he vaccinated the ground. And he got challenge areas. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's not the ability that we want.
Greeton 31 mentions in chat that how he likes that our new update has so many fixes that we couldn't even list them.
yeah.
It's referring to the patch notes. Like, if you watch the patch notes for this update, it's like new stuff, more new stuff. And then, yeah, fixes, we did a lot of them as well.
Yeah, there were even more changes, but at some point I was like, yeah, I can't. I have to do other things right now.
No, it makes sense. I mean, we fixed like 20 crashes even in the last week.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
And even before that, we did a lot of the fixes that people reported.
Yeah.
Non-crash fixes, non-crash fixes. There were a lot of those issues, and I probably still find them where you can click buttons that shouldn't be available.
Yeah. Now, like, should I go for Serenity? Is vaccinating more like it gives you peace of mind, or is it a purity thing?
I mean, I think we will need the health if we go physical. So.
Serenity gives knowledge. Okay, we're gonna go for purity. We're also gonna make people have arranged marriages.
Yeah. I mean, we have to make sure that we control society.
Yeah, exactly. Vaccination demands a sound mind and a healthy body. That is true. This is very true. That's what vaccination asks of us.
Good.
Now we have another guy who can do a miracle, and we will go for the health miracle. That's the herder's hut. Place a little herder here, and so we can do a herder miracle.
People said choose purity.
Good. I picked well.
And they're asking where they can get such a nice sweatshirt. Well, actually, this is Abbey Games
exclusive
hoodie. It even has the monk hood. But unfortunately, it's an Abbey Games exclusive. Even the monks don't all have them because they were limited edition.
I don't have them. Oh no, Manuel doesn't want to go on a sacrament. Well, Manuel will have to go on a sacrament.
I want to keep myself in quarantine at home.
No. You have to spread. You have to spread the vaccination. So
it's a little bit ironic.
Here's a small thing. Here's a small thing about the game. If you didn't see the game before, it has this little sort of rock paper scissor thing going on here. So nature classes, being like the druid or the beastmaster, they are strong against the divine classes. The idea is that nature always defies the divine. So we don't want to have the vaccinator be up against this godless beastmaster. We're gonna put Elo there. If there are better names for our disciples, I would love to hear. Maybe we can customize them a little bit too.
So Kalecha.
Oh no, now Manuel was sleeping because he wanted to stay at home. Okay, this is not a good start. Oh, this is a terrible start. Manuel, what did you do? Well, at least you're healing low because you already got a big hit. That's better. Oh no. Elo. At least the vaccinator is doing his work. I think we're ahead now. Ooh, it's 50-50 and there's 2 teams. Okay, we broke a character, that's great. So they lose some followers. They were like, yeah, that vaccinator guy probably is gonna beat me up if I don't switch sides, so they go back. So our side is growing bigger and we got this. Again, Manuel with the shaming. Elo or newest class. So I like to go sometimes for a tactic that only uses 2 elements, but I'm gonna use free yellow. I'm gonna pick that Guardian as well. We're gonna pick that Guardian. So because we got so many crystal skulls, we even got a few back. I get more stuff. And now we can actually choose. So we want to rest Manuel. Do we? We actually have to rest Manuel.
Yep, you have to rest Manuel.
Else he just gets so
It's
angry.
worked very hard.
Okay, we're gonna rest Manuel and we're... let's do a repeatable mission. You can always do a repeatable mission, those are easier. But they don't progress, they don't give as good rewards as the big missions. So we're gonna do a repeatable one, so we can leave Manuel at home. So Zoe felt inspired by Lord Needle and prayed vigorously for the herd to return. Miraculously, the missing part of the flock returned home. That's the miracle of Lord Needle. That's also quite a way to do the exam. Okay, mortify. It's a chance to fear. Well, all these morale attacks we usually want to have physical attacks. So, okay, this is gonna be a bit tough because we're gonna rest Manuel. Well, are we gonna rest Manuel? Are we? Are we really gonna rest Manuel? So I have a few options. I can go and rest Manuel and go with the Vaccinator, Zoo, and Elo to do that repeatable mission. But then Elo, who is ready to do a miracle, because he's full, his XP bar is full, will not do a miracle. He will not improve, and he will not gain XP either because his XP bar is already full. You have to do a miracle before you can continue on getting more XP. I could do that, or I could make him do a miracle and build the study. I'm actually gonna do that. Manuel, you're still gonna go on a mission, I'm sorry. I'm gonna build a study, and that's a way for me to give more XP to use such a god action to get XP. So I will shape.
Upgrade your god actions. You have more time.
That's true, but I don't think I need more time right now. I actually want to save for the material shop.
Okay.
That's my tactic right now.
Still have to find the optimal strategy.
Yes. So I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, Manuel is gonna study the sacraments, and now he has more XP, and that means that next sacrament he gets another 2 XP, and he will be able to perform a new miracle, and then he can rest. So that's what I'm gonna do.
You want to double up.
I'm thinking ahead. Yes, and then Elo can do a herd miracle. So here we go. And this is probably gonna be easy anyway. Look at them. Like I said last time, they're practically already converted. I mean, we have to be sure to win next match as well, because else we're gonna get out of that gold zone. I love them kind of shaming people. Oh, this one is not effective. I could have looked at that. Oh, I just saw an error. Because shame replaces morale attacks, and he only has physical attacks.
Alright.
So I was better off putting Manuel here because he has all morale attacks, and then he would definitely not do anything. Let's wash them all. Lord Needle asks us to keep clean. Yeah, easy peasy.
I have to make a note because we gave him some good feedback.
go make that note.
Wait, why should I do it on paper if I have the internet?
We're gonna get some ritual offerings. That's nice. Okay, we don't have manual for the upcoming sacrament. I think I will go get these zealots, these pagan zealots. Hello. Elo felt inspired by Lord Nilo and went out to search in the jungle. When Elo returned, a whole new flock full of younglings was following him. A whole new flock. New fantastic point of view. A wall. Yes, okay. Man, we're getting a lot of defensive stuff. It's not necessarily what I want right now, but
That's good. I mean,
I want to have like I wish the vaccinator would get like a
extra might.
a strong
You should
physical
just
ability.
upgrade its might.
So something new that we didn't show off before is this religious style.
Oh right, yeah.
So, for example,
It's one of the
Manuel's
newest features.
style of conversion is reason, and what that means is that Manuel is more likely to learn abilities that are about reason. Shame is a reason ability, also a fear ability. It's a way to either make somebody afraid about themselves. It's also so what you're doing is just not right. You have to be shamed for this. It's also a reason ability. So it's nice that Manuel is more likely to learn more shame abilities. It's just like in real life. Manuel keeps shaming you. While the vaccinator doesn't have a necessary. He doesn't have a preference. So she might learn any of these abilities. Zoe has overpower abilities, but the Harbinger doesn't have overpower abilities. So Zoe would like to be like, really overpowering, really strong. Could be like physical, but it could also be like very emotional. It's also a way to overpower someone. And Elo has any style. So we're not making the best of this. Actually, if I would have thought ahead of it, I probably would have made the vaccinator. I would make the Zoe a smite sword and the vaccinator a harbinger, because I think one of these is an overpower. Yeah, smite. That would be really cool.
Well, their talents wouldn't have matched up.
No, their talents
sets.
also matched because they're both sticks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
So I
perfectly
could have worked that ahead.
Just
but I
another
didn't.
thing
To
take
improve.
note about.
Yes. Also, I have a lot of.
Oh,
can
you
actually
can
build-
buy your own.
Yes, that's what I wanted. So this is a way to improve my economy. I will get more materials now, so then I will be able to buy more upgrades. And some upgrades are just pretty strong, you know. I can upgrade the farmlands miracle, so that the miracles that you have done on the farmlands will give more might, cunning, and health. So that's a great upgrade. Or I could buy a new class, or I could buy another action, or I could upgrade my my coming of age, my summon initiate. So many things I could do with the new materials. So I'm gonna get 30 materials per mission now,
Nice.
base. So that's
Even
pretty
if you
good.
don't collect extra.
Yeah, exactly.
So you should spend your offerings. because
Yes,
there's a lot.
exactly. I just got a lot of offerings, and offerings are a way to boost effectiveness. So how boosting stats work is that if I would boost health, non elo, I want to boost the vaccinator. Let's boost the vaccinator. If I was gonna boost the vaccinator, I would get 2 shards of might. I want to hover over it, but I can't hover over it, so it's on the right of my mouse. It's there. And it would add to this. And if that bar is completed, I get bonus might. I can use offerings, as you can see, to boost the number of shards that I get, like to 80. So I will put full 80 in it. And then, bam, a lot of might has been added. So I just upgraded. How much might did I add? I added 3 might. 3 might. It's like a 30% increase in the attacks. Too bad that his only special ability is Challenge Heresy, which is a devotion-based ability. But Enforce is a might-based ability, so that's fine. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's go like this. I'm a bit afraid that they might get Elo. So every class has its own special passive ability. The special ability of the vaccinator, or the smite sword, is that she might counter any morale attack. She will call out the heresy. So let's see if that happens this time. That would be cool. going off for a good start. Well, didn't call heresy on that. Oh no. They are very convincing. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're gonna lose. Because he just critted, and the special ability of the Zealot is that when somebody else crits,
So both of them are responding.
yes, they will. They will both do an extra lecture ability. It's a proof that their god is great. And
You cannot let this happen.
no, okay. So that did not go as I was hoping it would go. I was hoping that the vaccinator would hit them back a few times, but we got critted. That's too bad.
So can you up your crit defense or something?
Yes, you can up your crit defense by, well, for physical attacks is having higher cunning, and for morale abilities is having higher knowledge.
So the cunning also helps you evade, so that would be a good.
Yes, but the cunning only helps you evade physical abilities, and now we're up against morale.
Right.
So actually, the best thing we could do to defend against that is either spend a lot of effort in training. I'm gonna pick this one, by the way. Spend a lot of effort in training their knowledge, make them smarter. But you don't have to be smart to vaccinate. We're not going knowledge every year. Another way I could do it is just up my use a dream. I could use a dream to temporarily make them better. That's what I'm going to do next time. And Manuel performed another miracle, the Wondrous Herder miracle.
16 health already.
Yes, he's very healthy. Yes, and he has another shame ability, and we can choose a bonus passive. I think I will give you even. No, I won't even give you devotion because you like to shame so much. Let's see. So these are new disciples. Gonna pick this. I think I'm gonna pick this guy. He has a good might. That's what I want. Okay. It's too bad that I lost because now I don't have enough to get another action. So the next up is these Rage Prophets, and Rage Prophets luckily are weak against Divine because the Divine judges the ones from judges the ancestors. So that's gonna be Manuel the Vaccinator, and I think Alim, our new disciple, that will do that. Up till that point.
Your disciples are strong enough if Manuel goes along.
Yeah, exactly. Also, now that I have this, I have the material gatherer. I could spend an action to make somebody stay at home during a mission and collect taxes.
Yeah.
And since we're not bringing Zoe with us, that is what Zoe is going to do. He's going to gather materials. This works a little bit different. The material gathering doesn't go away. It's not one action and it's over. It's there for the whole mission. So only when we come back from the mission, the activity from Zoe will be finished. And the other one, wow, I still want a vaccinator to be really, really, really strong. Oh, that's okay. Okay, that's tough. We're gonna give the vaccinator some. Oh no, that's a very bad one. No, we're gonna keep our stuff, and we're gonna give Alim. Yeah, we're gonna give Alim some experience points. Okay, there goes Alim. Also, by the way, Alim is young, and that means that she gets extra XP from sacraments. That's very useful right now, which means she will level up right now. So this one should be easy. Very easy. Mario shaming the barbarians. That was an insane amount. He did like.
Oh wow. Was the critical hit?
I think so. That was crazy.
I mean, it's like plus 50%, right?
Yeah, and you're when you shame people, it just really, really hurts.
And barbarians still have negative armor?
I think they have.
Yeah,
that makes it easier. I want another smite sword so we can go through with the vaccinator. Sometimes the vaccinator is doing something else like a miracle, and then we still want to have another smite sword. Now we can get a
Yeah,
relic.
let's go for the relic.
And somebody can inspire that relic.
Definitely the
The
vaccinator.
vaccinator
Maybe
could
we'll
also be
get
you.
like a syringe or something.
That would be cool. What do we get? We get an amulet of might. Oh, that's great. That's pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna have some revenge on these zealots. All right. So Zoe was done with gathering materials, so we got even more materials right now. And now it's finally time to upgrade. Now we have free actions right here. And we're also gonna upgrade Moral Dreams. So I didn't show Dreams yet. First, I'm gonna equip that relic. We just got a relic, and we're gonna give it to. It's also called the Vaccinator's Amulet of Might. We're gonna give it to the Vaccinator.
Yeah, I mean, he needs a lot of might.
Yeah, exactly. So
to
here,
be mighty.
here you can see how it actually works. Like I talked about the passives. Counter Heresy, chance to counter a targeted moral attack. That means that he or she is being targeted by that ability. The Retribution skills with Might. We have a lot of Might, 70 Might, that's great. And it triggers rarely. There's a small chance to trigger, but if that Disciple's Faith, that's this, is high enough, it will trigger way more often. We can do some things to increase the faith of the Disciple, but I don't think I have the materials to do that right now. Except for a Dream. I'm kind of like a Dream.
So choose another development.
Yes, we were going for the arranged marriages, or we could go for the bathhouse.
I mean, it's probably good. I've heard you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds for it to be effective.
That's true. So we're gonna do the bathhouse. I don't know if I can build the bathhouse. No, I don't have enough materials. Okay, the bathhouse will come later.
We'll get it next time.
Yes. So Aleem is gonna do this farmer's miracle. Lord Needle, please, I want to be part of a sacrament. Give me the sign. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I mean,
he can be part of
it
it.
is a physical defense class going up against moral offense.
Yeah, but maybe he maybe he has the stun ability. I don't know actually. No, his wall. Okay, that's terrible.
So maybe
you'll have to
ignore
wait.
Elo for now.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Say you want to do something, go gather materials.
Yes.
Go gather.
Yeah, go
Type.
do what you're destined to do. Go gather. It's actually quite good because we have 2 crystal skulls left. And there are 2 major missions left, so if we lose one of them, we won't get the gold on this final boss node. I have one more action, and there I'm gonna dream. So, if you think you need like a power spike, you can appear in the dreams of your disciples. This is a totally new feature that we made like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's new in this update. What it means is you can appear in the dreams to temporarily boost the power of your disciple. So we want the Vaccinator to do some extra damage, but also be more resistance to moral attacks. So we boost the number of dream points that we have by spending some offerings. Again, offerings make it more effective. So we already always have this base dream. You will always dream about a vision of Lord Needle.
Yeah.
And then we can choose a few of this one. We can choose both of these if we want, but we don't want that. We're gonna choose that the Vaccinator dreams that he's a giant, she's a giant, and that her teeth are falling out.
Yep.
That will give her more moral attack. So she's a giant and the
As
teeth
it
are falling
happens,
out.
you know,
Yeah.
whenever I dream about that, I wake up and I feel like I can totally resist every insult now.
Exactly. You're like, I already had the worst defeat. My teeth were falling
Yeah.
out.
So the bottom right, Noctua to Spell is asking about that in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So that's the destined trial. It's not really that you're traveling there, but the idea is that you give a destiny to your people every time you're on the world map, so that they know what they need to prepare for.
Yeah, and then now we're traveling towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. I believe in the Vaccinator. That's the one that is gonna do it for us, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of the best.
This, okay, enough. Yes! Good job, Vaccinator. Maybe we'll knock him out. That will be good. Oh, that's good.
I'm quite curious
Yes!
how,
The Vaccinator! Heresy! Ah, okay. If we get him down, then it's gonna be easy.
I mean, you're already winning.
Nice, and that is gonna cover that one too.
And you use the armor from the dream.
Yeah, that's perfect. Barely no damage. Barely any damage. Easy win.
Easy win.
Easy
and
win.
it was an easy loss just now, right?
Yeah, so it's because of the
Hard
dreams
loss.
and because we also took Manuel with us. Manuel was also pretty strong. And now we still get to pick one of all these three options, and I'm gonna pick some development sparks. Development sparks make us progress faster in this track, which will get us unlock us new.
Yeah, it sounds like a
little
good
things.
plan. Pick this.
Now we're gonna
Go for the boss.
go for the boss of this island. There are in this beta, in this version, there are 10 islands, but there are you can do 4 of them.
Right.
So you have to pick which one you're gonna do, and you don't always you cannot always choose all of them. Okay, so Alim
Yeah,
has.
it's a little bit different than in Renowned Explorers, for example. You have a lot of choice, and here you get to choose from 2 every time. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Right now you can choose. So Elo is not happy because he really wants to.
Because you're
play
ignoring
silent.
Elo.
Yeah. Okay, that's too bad. Like, we like the Vaccinator, but he's ready for a miracle, and I think I can do this one without the Vaccinator. So,
Okay.
I mean, I'm feeling.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
feeling
can.
lucky.
Because there's an ancestral clause in there.
Exactly.
You can
want a prayer site? We're gonna put the prayer site like here at the edge. That's where they go to pray. Go pray the Vaccinator. Go perform a prayer miracle. I also already will upgrade. I will upgrade my youngling. So from this point on, I will get better recruits, basically better disciples that might join, better acolytes that might join my religion. And we're gonna need that because people get old. Like Manuel's 46 already, and at some point, Lord Needle is just gonna take him up, and somebody else will have to take the place of Manuel, and also the Vaccinator. But we already got like Alim is the new Vaccinator. We still have some options. I want to dream with Elo, also Giantism, and I am gonna improve the. I'm gonna improve the health of Elo. We'll boost it once. Get some. Leave some offerings for later. So there goes one. So Elo is strong. It's like life conquers darkness, so that's good. Even though Elo is lower power level than this stubborn elder.
Yeah, that probably works.
We could try like maybe.
Yeah, just whoever you want to give some experience.
Yeah, Alim actually seems pretty.
But Elo still doesn't get to rest.
No, Elo didn't want rest. Elo wants to
Oh
do
yeah,
the
Elo
sacrament.
wants to be part of the sacrament.
Yes, exactly. So Elo's on a mission. He better not disappoint me. So because they are the boss, they already start out with a group of followers already.
I think you appeared in their dreams last night, so they will be aware that you're watching.
That's good. Oh, that's. So the leader is telling somebody else to strike as well.
Going well.
I don't know.
They hardly did any damage. Look at that middle splinter there.
No.
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna
I mean, you're behind.
It's gonna
Did they start with an advantage?
Ooh, this, oh no, Elo put up a wall. Against who, Elo? And then he didn't block. It's gonna be very close. Yes! Okay. I take back my bad words for you, Lo. I have to say that Weaver was a little bit of a silly character. He jumped in front of every attack.
He did. Oh.
Yeah, like every time somebody wanted to. Well, you jump in front of attacks only if the damage would be less.
Yeah.
So probably I would have won earlier if he didn't do that. But. So the elders defeated. The sacrament has proved your might over the elders' ancestors. The elders' followers have been converted. Your disciples pray for your judgment on these heathen elders. Well, with chastity, cleanse them of their sins. Disciples shunned the elders for their dirty ways, but after confessing their sins, elders were cleansed by holy water and needles, and were cleansed of their sins. Blessed are those of purity and chastity. A newly converted elder make a startling confession. O greater Lord Needle, we know of many other islands of unbelievers. There are many more wicked deities and revered in more blasphemous ways than one can count. To them we shall bring vaccination as well. With this holy degree, your disciples prepare great boats to travel to Newfound shores and spread vaccination. Each of your disciples have different opinions on where they must travel first. I show the way. So we also finished with 1 in gold, which was just the last crystal skull we had left for
really,
gold.
yeah.
So that's good. So we get 150 Vexers and 150 materials. And the more crystal skulls you have, the bigger the bonus you get of the amount of followers when you convert a whole island. So the quicker you go through an island, also doing all the missions.
I mean, it's said that the vaccination religion is still worse than a sect.
Yeah. one day will become the truth.
Yeah, I mean, we have to become the truth, or at least a world religion.
Yes. That's at least what we can do.
And
now,
or at least we're not a fantasy anymore, so that's good.
No, that's good. That's good. We're actually a mystic circle. Now we can choose a new destination, a new island to go to. We could go to Tenochtitlan, the capital island, or Oyahuali, the lover's side. I don't know, like Manuel heard stories about an order of paladins sacrificing humans to empower their sun god. Do they need vaccination more than Manuel wants to go there because he heard of the heretics who worship 2 gods at once? I don't know which one. This sounds like it needs more vaccination. Let's go there.
Do it.
Let's go do this one. This is the Lover's Island. We can choose a starting point. This girl group, which is a druid, which we could do. Yeah, let's get the druid. We're just gonna get this druid. I mean, I could talk about like all the things that I think about when doing it, but we can pick a tenet as well right now. So our religion developed far enough that right now we can expand our religion a little bit more by choosing a tenet. Right now we have 3 tenets. You can preview them here. Go here. So these are all the different commandments that we can pick because we already picked chastity. But now we can pick between human sacrifice, animism, or funeral rites. Well, since vaccination saves your life, we don't want funeral rites. Maybe we vaccinate them so they get old enough so we can sacrifice them. Animism feels the weirdest.
No,
that feels the weirdest.
It's not for us. It fits the druid.
Exactly. We could go. I don't know. I think I would go for funeral rites this time.
Yeah. It's important also to hygienically deal with the dead.
Exactly. I can show a little bit about it. The Vaxxers watch the vaccination. The Vaxxers watch the vaccinator pray in quiet admiration. As the vaccinator's words rose to the sky, they saw the light of Lord Needle come down. Yes, that's painful. It was a clear sign that the vaccinator is blessed by Lord Needle. And a wondrous blessing. That's great. Look at that. Blessed by Lord Needle. And
smiting.
Smite.
Oh, that's
Great.
actually a might.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
So what are you going to upgrade? Might, right?
Yeah.
Might is right.
Might is indeed right. We are also gonna make the Sunstone. Sunstone allows us to send the vaccinator, to shape the vaccinator, and give him an ability point. Yes, 1 ability point. And with ability point, we can replace this challenge heresy with more smiting.
Yeah, I'm not
You've
gonna shame
upgraded.
people anymore. Oh no,
No, that's
not
it.
me.
You are still shaming. It's the vaccinator. And now it's smite plus, which deals a tons of damage.
Yeah, that's sick. Plus 9. Oh, you have an upgrade.
Yes, I have a few. I was thinking the bathhouse. I still want to.
Yeah, I'm curious. I
definitely
haven't
wanna-
actually seen the chastity passives yet.
So all commandments have their own unique building. So in the case of chastity, it's the bathhouse, and they can give you a specific passive. So the ability will trigger more kind of things. And the passives for chastity in this case are rebuke. Gain 100% of your health as a defy chance. The chance to say like, no, I don't care about this.
Well,
That is
that's
actually
permanent.
Yes, and that's also very, very, very vexen-like. Like, see how healthy I am. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. And the other one is the Purger. Decent chance to start with Purge if there's an enemy nature disciple. So this one is more aggressive and this one is more defensive.
I mean, it makes sense to grab the third one because we're not gonna have a druid, so our morale defense will be low, and we're gonna have a lot of health.
That is true, but the Vaccinator is really strong and will deal a lot of physical damage.
The vaccinator they have a lot of health.
Yeah, no, the Vaccinator doesn't have a lot of health, but base damage skills on might, right?
Oh, right.
So if I pick this Purge, he will purge people and smite.
yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna go for.
But we can use both, right? Different disciples.
Yes, yeah, you
Yeah.
can do one per disciple.
So perhaps we can give Alo the rebuke to have like a perfect block character.
Yeah, exactly. That would be good. That would be really good. But we don't have enough offerings yet. We can make like an offering stockpile. I mean, so many upgrades. I was also thinking about getting. Oh, I can't pay that anymore.
Okay, go collect some materials then.
Yeah, I'm gonna build this one. It's important.
Yeah, we have a passive income for offerings. That's good.
We can beat that. Zoe's gonna help us there because Zoe is dark. She's a
I'd
dark
also like
class.
the extra god action so that we can spend some more time training our characters.
That's
I
true.
always like training up their important stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm rushing it a little bit because I paid for some expensive stuff over here.
Also, we don't have much time
No.
for stream anymore,
Oh,
so if you
so-
still want to reach the boss level, you should.
The boss level already beat the boss.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
boss
the-
of this new island.
Okay, no, I'm not.
No, you're not gonna make it.
No, like there is 2 here, and then there are 3 more, and then there's the boss, and
Oh, but you can rush it, right? You can skip some battles.
oh yeah, then that okay. I'll probably get my
Let's just try it.
yeah. Let's just try it.
Let's see.
Let's see,
we'll
how-
end the stream on a
On
exciting,
a failure.
hopefully exciting battle.
Elo, you get her some materials, and now we're gonna go get that girl group. Zoe. There we go. Let's see the power of Vaccinator.
Una más.
That's funny that Xochipilli also sort of sounds like a disease that we have to eradicate.
What?
Yeah,
Xochipilli, yeah,
Xochipilli. Ah, he's so strong.
Nice.
Chant. The Vaccinator is gonna break the Gigolo.
Let's your souls.
Wait till we got this. Bam! Smitten. Yes.
Wow. They have
I
high
think-
faith, don't they?
Yeah, Vaccinator has high
Yes,
faith.
a lot of faith.
Yeah, the Vaccinator has high faith. That's why she keeps hitting them. Too bad Vaccinator is already max level. Like the early characters have a low level cap. We want
Let's go for
offerings. No, we're gonna rush, right?
That's
gonna
fair.
rush.
So we should do short term.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so first, the Vaccinator should get the Purge ability. Here comes Purger. Then
Nice. Oh, that's
We want Elo to have the rebuke.
Can I get both passives on one character?
No, you can only have one passive per character. Well, let's do this one. Oh, this is bad. We just got a new exciting character.
Jeebus.
Yeah, which is a lot stronger.
Oh, we can make her the follow-up for me.
Yeah, exactly. Me could follow Manuel. Yeah, that and actually has overpower.
What passive does she have?
This one, extra morale armor.
Oh, that's good.
And she has overpower, which would mean that she would do purges. So
you can actually give her the rebuke passive as well.
That's true.
At some point,
That's true.
making her a setting.
Yeah, and then because this one skills would help as well. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Okay, and now I'm gonna dream because we're gonna go all short term here. Is there something else I could do? Yeah, I can upgrade one of the miracles, like the red clay upgrade for farmlands.
So everybody with miracle gets
a
an
little
upgrade.
bit stronger. Yeah, we're gonna dream. It's all depending on you, boy. Girl. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay. So yeah, that's 1. That's 2. And I guess this is 3. There you have 2 physical classes. So the vaccinator will definitely do this purge ability at first. Everyone's gonna do something. First turn. 3 walls. 3 guardians all saying, I'm gonna get the first turn. And then we have the vaccinator, the purge. Yeah, that's not too much damage. It's because he used his wall ability. And a wall has damage. So that's not great.
And this battle's gonna take long. Everybody's defensive.
Well, but it's nice. Well, those 2 guardians that they both put up wall, but even with that wall put up, this guardian is already so low health.
Right. Yeah.
Because vaccinator is so strong. Oh, too bad.
Just keeps bashing the shield.
Oh, that's not good.
The marvel of growth of the virus.
Yeah. Oh, this is not. Oh, like they're also blocking for each other. When I think I almost got him, the other one starts to block everything.
They're winning.
They're winning pretty hard. Well, even though the vaccinator.
Should have dreamed more though. Well, if you can break that.
But I can't.
Wait.
No.
Oh, almost.
He'll never do that.
How close?
That is so close. We wouldn't have won anyway, because then he would lose 30%, but that's still less.
Yeah, but then it's 3 against 2.
Yeah, but this was last turn.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, as expected of a stream of both of us, we end this with a failure. We're not good enough at our games yet. Well, obviously, if we would have more time, I would probably go.
With more time,
I would take.
have made.
I would take more time going through. I would get more developments. I probably would get like an upgrade for more crystal skulls. Like fasting gives more crystal skulls, and Unsullied also gives more crystal skulls, and also a lot of XP. That would be great. Like if you get Unsullied, you can power level your characters really fast.
Wow, that's good. I haven't
Because
seen that yet.
they start out with more experience points.
If it starts a second with full health.
Yeah, so and it's really good because the ascetic one he keeps healing everybody. And then,
Yeah,
you know,
so you keep full
works
health.
works really well. Well, yeah, and then you can power level really hard. So that's it for me playing. Do we have some questions or?
There are no open questions anymore.
All right.
But if people want to ask some more, that's
Now is your chance.
Got some nice supportive comments here and there. People
That's
like what the game looks like. Someone said they will pick it up later today. It's always great.
Thank you. Yeah, we're still in early access, of course, and you can see what we're up to.
Yeah.
We posted a roadmap.
Yeah, if you're curious about what exactly is in this update, Adrian made a nice write-up at our community website and on Steam as well.
Yeah.
So it's community.abbeygames.com. I'll post it in the chat as well.
Yeah.
So that's got all the changes that are in there. So if you've played before, then you can see what, like either what new strategies you want to do, or what changed that you hated before, or what changed that you loved before.
Yeah, that would be too bad if we changed something that people really love. Like we changed so much, I bet there has to be someone somewhere that's like, but I like that part.
But really, it's a different game, and you should try it again.
Yeah, definitely. We're still gonna do a lot of stuff as well. There's
the roadmap that Adam mentioned.
Yeah.
It just has a list of things that we still plan to do, either with a guarantee or as a hope.
Yeah.
I'll post a link to that as well.
Specifically, one thing that we're already working on is we love how this little village looks like and everything, but we didn't have the right frame yet to do something really cool with it, and we're working on that. Depending on what decisions you make, and maybe even, we don't know that for sure, but maybe even on how you convince people. Like, are you using shame all the time, which means it's a fear or reasonability? Maybe if you're fearing people into your religion, they will come into the town a little bit more scared.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But if we're overpowering, they might come broken bone, limping, all that. Like,
It'll be carried in.
Yeah, if you're knocking everybody out.
Like,
it's like, welcome to the vaccination. You can immediately go to the hospital. We got everything figured out.
Wait, is the hospital going to be in the game?
No, well, who knows? Or the bathhouse. Maybe the bathhouse can go as a hospital. Look at them, chilling out there in the bathhouse, cleaning themselves. All chilling, relaxing, all good. So yeah, a lot has changed, really a lot, and we're still looking forward to improve it even more. We're very happy with this update. That's why we're laughing so much.
And we hope you're happy with it too.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll be changing the game in these coming up weeks, and we will change it based on your feedback as well.
Yes.
So if you think this, like probably if you're watching and you've put some feedback on the forums, you will see that we addressed some of that as much as we could, and that will happen in the future. The game is at a point where we can just change it for the better based on what the actual play experience is, and we need to hear that from you. So please let us know, and if you like the game, leave a positive review, and keep an eye on us, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of early access, and that will be a very special moment for us.
Yeah.
For the game.
Yeah. So thank you very much for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.